day now. Give me a hand for Fro.
Hello, everyone. I'm just staying over here because I don't want to repeat a Michael Jackson 1985. Ow! All right. How many parents we got here tonight? Woo! Yeah, okay. You guys know about these Zuzu pets? Have you seen these? Those toy gerbil things, right? They're like $5, but it's a racket because you got to buy the clothes, you got to buy the racetrack, you got to buy the bag to carry them. And by the time it's said and done, you spend $100, right? I could buy a real gerbil and a fucking hooker for less than that. Okay? So how many homosexual men do we have in here tonight? Hey! All right. What's your take on Zuzu pets, sir? Are they worth the money? That was a joke, people. I'm kidding. Speaking of gerbils, you know what the worst kind of fart is? Not that, Jesus Christ, you guys are nasty. The worst kind of fart is a pregnancy fart. Anybody here that's had kids knows that shit, right? That will clear a room, right? I know mine did. I cleared the entire dressing room in Old Navy like that. They were crying and running out. Oh, shit. Hey, Dan, how's it going? You missed a good one.
Do it again.
Okay. They were running out crying and screaming. And I said something about Zuzu pets too, but you're not going to get a later joke, everybody else will.
That'll turn you into homosexual.
Yeah. There's only one homosexual man in here, by the way. That guy back there. Hey, how's it going? I'm sorry. It's a joke. Anyway, when I was pregnant, I was huge. I was like a Pregosaurus Rex, you know, like wake up at 3 in the morning, go to the fridge, eat everything. Turn around the dog food. Wake up in the morning, my husband's pillow is gone. He goes, I had this strange dream that you tried to suffocate me. I said, yeah? Well, I had a dream I was making a great big s'more, and you tried to take my marshmallow. Do not come between a pregnant woman and her food, real or not. When I was about, say 56,000 weeks pregnant, for those of you who don't know, that's about 8 months, right? I'm walking around, I feel like I'm peeing myself a little bit everywhere I go. And the day before, I read this article about leaking amniotic fluid and the dangers associated for your baby, so I'm totally freaked out. Now, before I got pregnant, I was very familiar with leaky juices, which is how I had gotten pregnant. So I immediately go to the doctor. I'm freaked out. They take me right in. The doctor comes in. Hello, how are you doing? Okay, I have a student doctor here today. Do you mind if he's coming into the room for the examination? I'm like, shit, well, at this point, what's one more person to see my vagina? Sure, why not? Bring him on in. But really, the doctor should have been asking the student, are you sure you want to be going into the room? Did you see her hair? For those of you that don't know, my rug matches my drapes, okay? And at 8 months pregnant, I don't give a fuck who you are not in the landscaping business, okay? So I'm like, sure, go get student doctor. So he leaves. I undress from the, down. Hoist my legs up in them stirrups. Slide my hairy ass down to the end of the table. I hope you do all realize at this point that hair does grow on my ass. And again, I'm 8 months pregnant, so I like to call it the unhappy trail. By the way, ladies, please shave your toe hair. Thank you. So in walks doctor and student doctor. And I tried not to look at the student doctor's face when he came into the room. But old habits die hard, people. I always like to see the looks on their faces when they see it for the first time. That was a good one. So the doctor begins the examination. He pulls out the cold stainless steel duckbill, cranks me open. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? And he begins the examination. He goes, oh, I do not think that it is the amniotic fluid. Relief! I'm thinking, all right, sweet. Then he turns around and pulls this metal spoon-looking thing out of this drawer behind him, and I got a little bit nervous because he went to put that inside me. because I don't want my kid to be born with a silver spoon in his mouth. So he puts that spoon on in, and the look on the student doctor's face was priceless, okay? And I probably shouldn't have been as excited as I was, but it's, really hard not to get excited when you're half naked in a room with two men, hence the pregnancy. So he puts the spoon in and he goes, I think it is that you're just having the discharge. And I'm like, oh, that's great, right? So he pulls the spoon out and he's like, see? Now, it looked like he had dipped that spoon in a giant bowl of vanilla pudding. Okay? I suddenly had the urge to bake a pie. And it's a good thing I didn't want bread, people, because I was yeast-free. Oh, yeah. Welcome, Ryan. I don't know whatever happened to that student doctor. He won't return any of my phone calls. It is great being a mom, though, and it's all worth it. I remember I've always wanted to be a mom. When I was little, I'd tell my grandma, I can't wait till I grow up, and I can get married, and I can have kids. And she'd go, honey, why buy the cow when you get the sex for free? Of course, she became a lesbian on her 60th birthday, but that's besides the point. I remember I was about 11 years old, and I'm climbing over the dining room chair. Now, these were some solid wood, sturdy chairs, right? The chair back was this nice big piece of, curved wood. And I'm climbing over it, and I slip, right? And that thing went right up my vagina. And it hurt so fucking bad. And I remember thinking, oh my God, I've just popped my cherry, and now I'm going to be pregnant. Because I'm 11. You know how that shit works. And I didn't feel that kind of pain again until a few years back when I was donkey punched. He knows what this is, people. Anybody that does not know what a donkey punch is, you just ask this guy later. I'm sure he will fill you in. Did you buy a Zuzu pet too? Oh, alright. That's the guy in the back. He knows what a donkey punch is too. He's not talking to me anymore though. One time my cousin Walter got this cat stuck in his ass. True story. He bought it at the local mall, so the whole fiasco wound up on the news. It was embarrassing for my relatives and all. But the next week he did it again. Different cat, same results, complete with another trip to the emergency room. So a week later I see him at the mall and he's buying another cat. And I says to him, Jesus, Walt, what the hell are you doing? You know you're just going to get this cat stuck in your ass too. Why don't you knock it off? And he says to me, Fro, how the hell else am I supposed to get the gerbil out? And there's my cousin Walter, everybody. Give it up. Once again, a joke. I'm going to need protection coming out of the parking lot. This guy here is going to get me. So where's my football fans? Woo! Yeah, how about the Browns fans? I know you're in here. Woo, Browns. You guys worried about the lockout? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think we have anything to worry about. I think we have a better chance of the seas opening up and swallowing an entire country than we do the entire 2011 football season being locked out. Thank you, Robert. How about all those radiation leaks and stuff in Japan? I hear they're going to make a movie about it. They're going to call it The Hills Have Squinty Eyes. And who's familiar with December 21st, 2012? Everybody knows what that date is, right? Experts are predicting biggest shopping day of the year. Now, I don't know what's going to happen on that day. All I know is that if a giant swirly black hole opens up in the sky and starts sucking everything into it, I'm going to start jerking off. And all I want to know is, who's coming with me? Thank you, everybody. I'm Fro.
To the nose, Fro. Keep it going for Fro. I don't know, Fro. Part of that really made me sick. Spoons and fluids and